Good day, good morning, and good evening, Tibetians all over the world. So much excited. This is my second broadcast of the day. Today is the 5th of February 2019. You are listening to emmanuelmdiniswa, coming live all the way from the Republic of South Africa. Now, without waste of time, my dear leaders and members out there, I would love us to go through the admin block first to access current updates of the Billion Coin community. Since you know that we are always getting these posters from the blog of the admin. We have yet a new item here in the blog. 120 grains transaction in Cameroon. Yeah, it's a video. Let us click on this video and get to see the big picture of TBC. TBC is changing people's lives. It's a new article. Mr. Mbe, Derek. This leader is an inspiration to the community.
All right. Good morning.
There he is. Click to this video.
Good evening, wherever you are listening to me, all the exhibitions all over the world. So I'm so excited this morning. So excited because my proof of work is actually paying out. You know, I do icebreakers,
yes.
I train, I show a lot of people what I'm doing in order to make my money with TBC. Guys, right now, I'm just coming from MoneyGram.
Check the money. Check the money. We are making money in the TBC. Anyway, it's a wonderful inspiration. You can see for yourself. The gentleman has just made a transaction of 120 grains today on the 5th. Who said that things aren't happening? Things are happening in TBC. If you are really serious about life, you need to do TBC full time. What an inspiration. Thank you so much, Mr. Nbe. You need to give a clap to this. We need to really, you are setting a wonderful example of how things should be done in the Billion Coin. Thank you so much, sir. Please take time to watch this 2-minute video. It is so much empowering. Thank you, Mr. Mbe. Then the other item says, become a TBC full-timer to participate in Bitcoin contest. It's a video. Helpful French training is a video. An attack on humanity is an attack on you. It's a video. Be kind even when others challenge you. There are so many updates from grass to grace, TBC training. Click these videos. YouTube live broadcasts seem to be having issues at this time. It's a poster. Remember yesterday when we tuned in for the YouTube, we couldn't actually see the attend to the send button meetings because of the YouTube technical problems. So please read this article. It says, seems TBC live broadcasts are under maintenance at this time. We have rescheduled all send button meetings for Tuesday at 8 a.m. PT or 5 p.m. West African time. Sorry for the inconvenience of this third party problem. Anyway, today, this afternoon, I want us to look at this. I've got one of my newest client prospect who has registered. So I want us to go through the 10 questions, if time allows us. Now, normally after paying in your 4 grains, you'll have this option coming in and you have got the new wallet here. Once you click on the new wallet, it will take you to these questions. The first question reads as, and these questions are very much important for us to understand, particularly as the newest people. Let us go through the 10 questions together through this broadcast. Question number 1. Let us read and then attend to the questions. It says, your world is rapidly changing, and a window of opportunity has opened for humanity to move in the direction of abundance for all. While the status quo is quickly moving towards exercising greater power and control over the masses through technology, this window of opportunity will be shut within the next couple of years if we let them close it. Collectively, our children will inherit the world we leave behind. Let me just make it a little bit bigger, right, and bigger. Behind. When enough of humanity embraces abundance as a lifestyle, together we can empower each other to enjoy it. Let us read. We want people to understand our coin and its purpose and the mission before they make a purchase and or pay any fees for it. Passing this test will demonstrate you do understand what we are offering and agree to willingly participate within our private community. The value of our coin is directly tied to a membership agreement and has nothing to do with a market, which is why our coin always appreciates in value as our membership grows. We know this is highly unusual within our world as it is today. We lead in the abundance movement with this coin. It has been designed to empower its users greatly. All of this is based on the idea that a living man or woman is actually worth more than their weight in gold. Life is more valuable than any pile of rocks. Please view this link here. Now, let's go to these questions. The first question, it says, what determines the value of our coin? We have got two multiple choice to choose from. After having gone through these two paragraphs, one will be in a position to understand and choose the right answer. Let's go. What determines the value of our coin? A, it is based on the supply and demand of it as it is traded in the open public markets, or as living men and women are more valuable than gold and they agree to add their value to the value of our coin, it appreciates in value as each member joins the community. Then B becomes the right answer. We click there. Once you click there, then you click on the green button, continue. Then it will take you to, it will tell you you answered question 1 correctly. Then it brings question number 2 automatically. Question number 2 goes like, because we are a private community, we are entitled to self-regulation with our centralized coin network. And the discounters of our coin will have their send buttons turned off by admin. Other abusive behavior within our community could also result in the same thing. If a member's send button is turned off, they will be given a period of time to reform, and then they can get their send button turned on. We have seen that decentralized coins tend to lose their value because of a small number of people discounting them will drive the price down sharply and ultimately create loss for all users of those coins. A coin such as ours, which is based on the principle of abundance, requires a responsible admin to regulate its use centrally. The best way to view our coin is as community property, and each member is a steward over their portion. This is implied within the membership agreement. Now, question number 2 goes as, are you allowed to transact with our coin at any price of your choosing? Then we have got these options. No, Our coin is part of a private community, and you have to conduct all transactions at the published current price only. Number 2 says, yes, you purchased the coin and it's your property to use as you wish at whatever price you want. So the right answer is no. Our coin is part of a private community and you have to conduct all transactions at the published current price. Then automatically you click at continue. If you click at continue, it will automatically say you have answered question. Oh, sorry, I clicked on the question 3. Automatically, it has moved to question 3. I was supposed to have read it first before what? Clicking the continue. Let's go to question 3 because question 2 has been dealt with already. Let me take this one off here. Now, question 3, the greatest risk to using our coin is what is called legislative risk. Legislative risk. The concept of an abundance-based currency is disruptive to the current financial system created by the elites. Governments and lawmakers may at any time deem TPC to be unlawful within any specific country. One can observe the reactions governments have concerning Bitcoin. As an example, this legislative risk, it is possible at any time that coins purchased could become worthless within countries that write laws against the use of these coins. No refunds of any kind can be expected if this happens to the coins you purchase. It is not the responsibility of admin to keep track of all the laws in any of the countries all the time. Each member is responsible for knowing the laws within the countries they reside and act accordingly. Now the question goes on like, are refunds available if these coins become illegal within the country of the purchaser? We have these options. The first one says, yes, you can expect both the admin of TPC and the member that sold you the coins to refund all of the money you spent on buying our coins. Option 2 says, no, it is the buyer's responsibility to know the laws of their own country, and 100% of the risk of purchasing something that later becomes unlawful is upon the buyer only. This is the right question, the right answer. Then you continue. Automatically, it takes you to question 4 and it tells you you have answered question 3 correctly. Question 4 goes as, there is undeniable historical evidence. There is undeniable historical evidence that the current global financial system and its associated markets are all designed to be parasitical by its nature. It is completely rigged to make the rich richer and the poor poorer, ultimately fitting the elites greater wealth as they are the parasites positioned at the top of this elaborate scheme of propagating artificial scarcity while brainwashing the masses institutionally. References such as the establishment, the powers that be, and the status quo are used to describe the current unnatural system. Participation in a community and its private money that embraces the truth about the nature of abundance on earth can be seen as a form of protest. It is far better that any form of protest is not done in ignorance. To be a part of our community is to knowing protest the very system that spreads global poverty and the ultimate demise of mankind if it is left to reach its final destination. Now the question goes as, is it wise to challenge the powers that be by belonging to a private community that has chosen to go its own way towards the ideal of abundance. Now, there are two options. The first one says, yes, the only hope humanity has comes from spreading the truth and righteousness in spite of the evil nature of the world at large. Option B says, no, we should just go along with the current system and everything will be fine. So this option A is the first, is the correct answer. Then once you click continue, it will tell you you have answered question 4 correctly. Then automatically question 5 pops up. Question 5 says the mission of TPC is to end poverty globally. To succeed at this mission, the community must grow to 1 billion members, which in turn raises the price of TPC coin to 1 billion grains of gold each time. The admin of TPC has created a distribution system that will in turn create about 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires for a sustainable and robust TPC economy at a cost of 110 USD, which is about 110 grains of gold by each participating during the distribution phase of TPC. All of these wealthy TPC members will have more than enough resources to fully employ the remainder of humanity and thus end poverty globally once and for all. Over time, this community will become more and more organized in its effort to achieve this grand mission. Now, it says, is it really possible to ever end poverty for all on earth? The first option says, no, only a foolish person would ever believe that ending poverty is ever possible. Option B says, yes, while the plan may seem to be too simple, clearly the sheer scope of the numbers involved in this plan to end poverty globally makes it more than possible. So this is the right answer. Then you click continue. Automatically, it will tell you have answered question 5 clearly, correctly. Question 6 pops up. It says, mankind has always enthusiastically embraced the advances of technology at one time. Not too long ago, having a telephone in your car was only available to the richest amongst us. Now, even some of the poorest people on earth carry a smartphone in their pockets. Advancement in all areas of technology have gone vertically in the development curves. Great change is coming as a result. Either these technologies will liberate mankind to make any dream possible, or they will doom mankind towards any inescapable enslavement and a misery never before seen for mankind. Knowledge of all things is practically achievable for all at our fingertips today. Our community seeks to empower even the smallest among us to rise up and fulfill their respective purposes embedded within each the day they were born. We are recreating our collective environment to allow each one of us to flourish in abundance. This video reveals question 5 and then moves to 6 and 10. If you click here, you're going to get it. Now, let's go to the question. It says, can we do something about not starving to death as robots take all over our jobs? Then we have got these options. It says, no, the best we can hope for is that our governments will take care of us all with some kind of a living wage, so we don't die due to the lack of jobs robots will bring. Option B says, yes, TPC is the correct answer because it is better than that a money system is driven by the people instead of the elite, and the community embraces the truth about abundance. This is the right question, the answer. You click continue, automatically it will say you have answered question 6 correctly. You see how things are done. Question 7 says, currently TPC is centralized and admin has the power to turn on and off the send buttons of each of the members. At first, admin launched TPC as a decentralized coin network, and due to members discounting the TPC coins, the abundance-based currency idea practically died in that environment. The coin network was rebuilt and centralized as a result in order to continue to spread the concept of an abundance-based currency. Admin remains unknown for the same reasons the creator of Bitcoin remains unknown. Admin could have walked away from a decentralized system and easily remained unknown. TPC is still very much under development at this time, and admin is needed to keep the system going for now. Once we close to the end, once we are close to the end of the distribution phase, admin will redesign the entire coin network to once again operate in a decentralized fashion. It is in the best interest of all participants within the TPC community to respect the privacy of admin and allow the TPC community to grow quickly. Now it says, isn't it vital to my success within the TPC community to personally know the identity of the TPC admins? The options is true or false. Then you go to false. False is the right answer. You click. Once you click, it will take you to question 8, and it will reflect you have answered question 7 correctly. Question 8 goes, each member of TPC is responsible to stay updated and educated on TPC by going to the blog and studying its contents daily. The next question will require you to go to the blog and read a special article in order to answer it correctly. Please, if you have time, you go to this link here. Now, let's go to the question. Isn't greed a good motivator for those of us in TPC to build a life of true abundance? The correct answer is no. Then we go to continue. If you click continue, it says we've answered question number 8 correctly. Let's go to question number 9. The entire concept and ultimate success of TPC with its mission to end poverty globally cannot be achieved on the backs of a relatively small number of TPC leaders. It should be self-evident that a real challenge to the powers that be must be done by a mass majority of the population. The only way for humanity to unshackle itself from the debt-based enslavement system of today and to avoid the high-tech enslavement metric of tomorrow is by each finding their own voice to carry out their personal freedom from it. We each must be responsible for our respective freedoms. Leaders lead, but they cannot free you. You and only you can set your course towards freedom. Support leaders within the TPC community with everything you got. Learn to become a leader yourself. Start by finding your voice. We encourage all members of the TPC community to publish and promote TPC testimonials on YouTube and to upload them to the website. All members should learn how to do live YouTube broadcast and participate as much as possible on the 24/7 live broadcast schedule. This 24/7 live broadcast is a far better solution to answering the inquiries of TPC prospects and the new members than a live chat feature sponsored and paid for by the TPC admin. Right, the question says, isn't my voice too small to make a difference in the overall success of TPC? Then the answer says, no, we need you to find your voice to stand up for your freedom. Or yes, you are only one person. How could what you say matter at all? So the right question, the right answer goes to no, we need you to find your voice to stand up for your freedom. Then you click on continue. Automatically takes you to question 10. You have answered question 9 correctly. Last question. TPC members are not allowed to be negative about TPC in public, such as making a negative Facebook post or a comment on any social media. This is also a form of discounting the TPC currency. When a member is caught doing such things, other members will report it as abuse to admin, and your send button will be turned off for a period of time. We are creating wealth at hyper speeds for all of our members, and we will not allow abuse. Of course, if you don't like our policies and terms of conditions for our private currency, aka our rules, then please do not join us. Then it goes to say, it shouldn't matter if I choose to express a negative opinion in a public forum. I have a right to do so. Is this correct? Then it goes to, we've got two options. The first one says incorrect. Your negativity expressed openly in public, such as Facebook, not only jeopardizes your purchase of TPC coins and their value, but it brings harm to the entire TPC community. And the best place to share your negative opinion is with the TPC leader privately, so that it has the opportunity of becoming resolved for you and all. This is the correct answer. You click incorrect. Then from there, you click on finish. Then it will tell you your results have been submitted. You see how things are done? Then from there, you can now go, and it says the final step is to go to https /tpc009.net and register for a new wallet. Let's go there. Let's click there. Remembering our email address, make sure to use this email address as the email address when you register, so that we can match up your accounts. Let's click there so that we can complete this account. Now we are registering this new client. We're creating a new wallet for him. Let us use the same email address. Same email address will be this one. Then we put in the password. You must know your password. Then you start typing your password. It's as easy as ABC. Now, because we are registering, we have to click on register here. Now, the name of this person. Let's go. We click, we type the name. That's how things are done. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear TPCians across the globe, this is for you. I'm trying to teach you through this. Oh, Mr. Ngobo, sorry. It's supposed to be BO here. Right. Then we go on, we click the same email address. Then here it is, it just comes on its own. Then we type in the password. We type in the password. As easy as this. I wanted us to do it practically today so that you can be able to learn through this broadcast, so that you can learn from my broadcast and be able to do things on your own. It's not always good for you to be relying on your sponsor. We need to educate each other in this community so that we can move faster at a hyper speed, so that we can be able to reach. Now here we need to, it says, please provide an answer to the security question. Then we can go there and you can pick up. This is how things are done. Very simple. We have created a new wallet address. Here it is. 0 Kringles. It shows the Kringles, the TPC, the Kringle value, USD, the euros, the home, the help desk. If you have any problems, the commissioner desk, then you can log out always. There we go. We have done it. We have met it. Now, due to time, time is an enemy. There we go. We have done it. We have met it. We have read through the 10 send button questions, which is mentoring. It's a small school for you. It's your education. You have to go through those 10 questions as a new member so that before doing anything, and you need to explain this to your newest prospects. Very much important. If your people in your team would understand the security questions, then you are going to build a strong team. We have to build our team members upon this rock. These 10 questions are a rock. They are a mentoring session. Take them through these these questions. They are called send button test. We don't have to bring people here who doesn't understand the concept of billion code. My dearest members, I hope this is going to help you out there, particularly those people who are new, people who don't even have sponsors. After listening to my videos, you can always connect with me at my email address as emmanuelmdiniswa@gmail.com. Please connect with me. You can as well send a WhatsApp message through 079 661 9213. I would gladly appreciate to have any positive comments coming from you out there. May we help each other in order for us to be able to participate on these promotional activities that are currently ongoing in the Billion Coin community. May God keep you blessed. My dear leaders, till we meet you, thank you so much. Let me, for now, salute you and say bye till we meet again in my next contribution. Thank you.